Someone said, we are what we eat, we are what we do, we are what we say, how we think, and how we react to situations. If someone were to say to you, you are fat, you need to consider going to the gym, or you are thin, you need to eat nourishing food so that you can put some meat on those bones. Of course, all those negative remarks are bound to tear down your dignity. They are bound to make you angry. But nevertheless, we must always think that we are differently crafted. You need to understand that people are not the same. We are crafted in different ways. But the fact is, we are all wonderfully made in the image and likeness of God. To heal yourself from all those hurtful remarks, you just need to forgive yourself and forgive those who are against you, because they do not know your life. Forgiveness is the medicine that heals your mind. It is the process of letting go of all the anger, resentment, and the strong desire to pay revenge to those who hurt you. And paying revenge exacerbates hatred. It becomes a feud which will continue for generations to come. Forgiving yourself heals your mind and improves relationships. It does not mean forgetting or excusing the wrongdoings happened to you. But forgiving is important because it is all about finding peace. It seems hard, of course, to forgive a friend or a person who betrayed your trust. But we are all human beings. We live in this place called earth, which is full of sinners like you and me. God emphasizes forgiveness. It is the core principle urging believers to seek forgiveness and extend it to others too. One of the Bible verses about forgiveness is Matthew 6, verse 14 to 15. It says, "If you forgive others the wrongs they have done to you, your Father in heaven will also forgive you. But if you do not forgive others, your Father will not forgive the wrongs you have done." Forgiveness does not happen at once, but it is a process. And we cannot accomplish complete forgiveness on our own. We need to keep on praying to God to assist us as we go through the process. We also need to ask others or believers to intercede for us, as it is stated in James 5, verse 14 to 15, that if anyone is sick, call the elders of the church, who will then pray over them and anoint them with oil in the name of the Lord. Holding grudges is spiritual sickness, and a person concerned needs spiritual leaders of the church to pray for him. Prayer of faith is powerful and it can bring about spiritual and physical healing. We grow spiritually by learning from those who walked before us. And the Bible is our spiritual guide. We need to consult it every time, especially in times of confusion, because it serves as our GPS. Your word, God, is the lamp of my feet and the light to my path. Love, peace, joy, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, endurance, humility, and self-control are the fruits of the Holy Spirit, and we need to pray for them to dwell in our lives. If we are in possession of the fruits of the Holy Spirit, we can easily transfer them to others. In that way, we become the channels of peace shared in Isaiah 26, verse 3. You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast, because they trust in you. The example of forgiveness and kindness is King David. He was not perfect himself, but God was with him at all times. And he was also able to forgive others. He was able to forgive Absalom, his son, though he killed his other son, Amnon, for raping his half-sister, Tamar. I can imagine the pain caused by Amnon for raping his half-sister. But to King David, it was not the sound reason for Absalom to kill his brother. Absalom was in exile for killing his brother Amnon. But King David, being kind, he brought him back to Jerusalem. And what did he do? He welcomed him with a kiss. A kiss was the sign of love and forgiveness. And above that, Absalom rebelled against his father. Instead of fighting Absalom, David fled. He became a wanderer and a fugitive in his land as a king. When King David was on the run from Absalom, he was insulted and cursed by Shimei. But instead of retaliating, he said, "Perhaps the Lord will notice my misery and give me some blessings to take the place of his curse." That is found in 2 Samuel 16. When Absalom was killed by Joab in the battle, David was heartbroken. He was sad because that is something he did not wish for his son. Let's learn from King David and show mercy to others though we are wronged. Love your enemies and bless those who curse you. Take heed of God's core principle, which says, love God and love your neighbor.